All right, good night, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. I hope y'all are in good spirit. I hope your school are win for champs because I think I think that's where everybody mind is. I hope your school is doing well in champs because I know that's where, and I know that a lot is happening on. So for the persons who are tuning in tonight, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you joining us another week. Calvin, your style change.
Yeah, well, go on.
Yeah, date a hairdresser?
If I'm dating, no, I'm not dating a hairdresser right now.
Oh. Well, you're making an hairdresser rich.
I mean, it's worth it, isn't it?
All right, yes, we're gonna go with yes. You look fresh though. All right, let me see. All right, so our next co-host next will be joining us shortly. But tonight, I mean, Champs is happening. And outside of Champs happening, I think one of the next things that everybody's talking about is Spice not winning the Grammy. But before that, how is your week so far?
I mean, the week has been good so far. Yeah, I think it's been productive. Um, yeah, it's just been an okay week, and I can't feel like I don't feel like there has been anything that particularly challenging that has made you feel like okay, I really want Friday to come. So it's been a good week. How about you?
It's been one of my best week in my entire life. I can say that much. It's an absolutely amazing week for me. I'm really good mentally. Mentally, I'm happy. Emotionally, I'm good. So I'm just doing great. Ah, Rashika, how are you doing? Before we get to the topic tonight, our guest Rashika is here. How are you doing?
I'm fabulous. Hi, good night, guys. I do have Spanish friends here, so I'll be happy to introduce myself in Spanish as well. Hola, mi amores, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Hi,
Hola,
guys. Thank you
bien,
for having me.
gracias.
¿Tú hablas español?
Poquito.
Oh, vale, no pasa nada. ¿Tú puedo te aprender más?
Repita, por favor.
¿Tú puedo te aprender más, sí o no?
Sí, 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 quiero.
Oh, perfect,
All right.
perfecto.
Well, this live is brought to you by Jamaica Aid Support for Life, which our national language is English, Patois. So Calvin and Rashika will have their fun in Spanish and go chat our next day or next time. Rashika, where are you now?
Oh, I'm actually in New York. I'm in New York.
You're in New
I'm
York.
no longer in Spain. I think everybody may know by now. I'm not living in New York.
Oh, how is that for you?
Oh, to be honest, it was a next chapter of my life that I was looking forward, to go differently as a different person, to experience different thing. And I'm actually involved. I'm in a relationship at this point. So yeah,
So
I did it for love.
all right. So because you're in a relationship, I know it's 9 o'clock. What time are your bedtime? What time you're gonna need to pack up and go cuddle up?
Any moment we'll get high.
All right. Well, let's hope
I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. You know I'm a stay.
let's hope we can at least get an hour before you get the call so you need to come.
Oh sure.
All right. So one of the things that happened this week, we want to get your perspective on. I'm not sure if you saw it, but Spice did not win the Reggae Grammy Award, and everybody, I mean, quite a number of persons would have been upset. How you feel about that?
To be honest, they had a saying say that the strongest soldier always get the hardest fight, and she deserved it because, as she said before, she'd been in the industry from 1999. That's almost 20 or 21 years or 22 years if I'm counting, right? Or 23 years. So I think it was well deserved for them not to for them to take that away from her was very disturbing and disgusting to me because I don't want to put the race into it, but I have to because you have a group of men that is not from the culture. They're getting award
Mm,
for our Jamaican culture. So it was a big upset for me.
Yeah. Calvin, how you feel?
Um, I'm 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 not quite with the masses on this one. A lot of persons on social media are saying that it was Spice's Grammy to win, and they would have robbed her of that. For me, I think persons they're very married to the idea that reggae is Jamaica. So because of that, they think it is wrong if if someone who is not from Jamaica wins the award. Now, for me, I didn't know who Soja was. I didn't know anything about Soja.
Neither do I.
Right. Having done some research, I would have realized that this band would have been doing reggae for years. They were actually on back in 2013, right? I would have seen Chronics endorsing them, saying, "Yo, them money are do them thing, how much years and all of that." But for me, I don't feel like we own it. If someone from somewhere else wins, of course, we would feel like we have an entitlement to it. But personally, I don't think it was Spicy's Grammy to lose because there was Sean Paul as well. There was Etana. There's Grams Morgan. So people were acting as if it was just Spice and Spice's album was just the best. I don't know if they've given the others even a listen, but yeah, I'm
Okay.
first.
Well, how I felt, I wouldn't necessarily say, oh, me did feel like say, Spice must win, but I totally had an issue with Soldier winning. I just kind of feel like it's an absolute slap in the face, and it's again appropriation. It speaks to the fact that anything I yard, it's good to a certain extent. Hey, welcome next to the conversation, Rashika next Rashika.
Hi, honey.
All right. So that's how I felt about it. So me kind of feel like I didn't me not know how I feel about a set of light color guys winning the Grammy unless are the Marleys.
Say the way that you see it.
The only set of clear skin people who want to see a win reggae Grammy are the Marleys. So if your last name on the Marley, you should not be up there collecting absolutely no reggae award. Next how you
Exactly.
next how you feel about it.
Honestly, their album was bad. Trash. From the ground. Like I heard a few like clips from it and I'm saying this could never win. And I also agree I don't think it was Spice's own to win because there are so many other people in that category. But I feel like if it's reggae originated in Jamaica. If we're gonna give like a reggae award at this international award show, it's supposed to be with people who are like actually making Jamaican music, like reggae music. So I didn't
So
agree with.
what kind of music the people?
Honestly,
Noise, steel pan,
I don't know what they were doing,
mumblings.
but it
I
was
think I
not.
have to
It
listen to
was
the
not the
album
reggae Calvin.
before.
I'm sorry,
Since
it's not
they've been
her. The girls are done.
since they've been awarded this time the album to my music, so it is pure reggae. Pure,
You know what, God, me can't hear Calvin.
Me not hear him either.
you
I
not
God,
hear
me can't hear Calvin.
you hearing me now?
We are hearing now.
All
When
right.
you answer the foolishness, we not gonna hear, but go ahead.
Ah,
I would say they were awarded Grammy this time.
see that again, Calvin. They're
All
gone
right,
now.
well,
So
all right, Calvin, you're saying foolishness. The internet won't allow it, and we appreciate that. All right, so again, we're not dwelling too much in terms of hot topic. That's just something that we felt like we definitely had to talk about this week. So for us this week, we're looking at we refer to the show as Border Girls, and we're just looking at the fact that persons, members of the LGBTQ community, are now pretty much, if you look at the stats, a lot of persons are fleeing Jamaica. Whether it's because they would have gone through stigma, discrimination, near death experience, or they just want full on self actualize, being able to marry, get family, do all of the things on the 2030 vision, which they seemingly feel as if the LGBTQ community is not. So when we talk about live, raise family, and do business, it continued to be a challenge for the LGBTQ community to feel as if they are a part of the 2030 vision and even can live them full life. Rashika was so kind. I mean, I don't know who is a part of the trans community or a part of the LGBT community, but don't know Rashika. I dare say that you're famous slash infamous. Um, there are videos. There are videos that are I still come across on TikTok every now and then that that still make me laugh when they see Rashika downtown and all of that. But I mean, Rashika, I'm gonna just take it back to the very, very beginning. I want to know about your young upbringing, your nappy days. I don't know if a pump up time nappy you used to wear. But where are
Something
you
like that.
from?
Okay, so y'all don't know. So let me just do an introduction, right? So this little girl from Dongatone, Matches Lane, born and grew up Matches Lane, for majority about from about 5 to 6 year old, then my mommy carried me go live with her grandaunt to Spanish Town, a Central Village. Worst life experience. Well, live with that woman there tell me about roughly about 10 years old. Then my
Mm-hmm.
mommy kept me back home. Then start experience a whole lot of stuff. Just being this little human being trying to figure out who I am, if I'm a boy or a girl. But growing up though growing up was good. I could say I get a lot of abuse. I do because my mommy had 13 boy kids,
How
13
much?
boy pick, 13 boy picnic.
13.
Yes, my mommy had 13 boy kids,
Wow.
and I am the last one. So majority, because say 80% of my brother them a bad man. We can't say that. Always you're not gonna fear owner becomes wanted man. So imagine you being the only gay brother at that age, and your brother them a gunman. You know me get beaten every day.
So,
As
all right, you said something. You said out gay brother. So I soon come to that. But you were being beaten by your community members or your brothers.
no, but I was being beaten by my brothers.
Okay.
Not no nobody never tried that. My brother them are bad people. My family them are bad people. So I think when they have that leverage of comfort being myself, because it's only my family member would have attacked me. Not any else person can do that, because if somebody else in the community says something to me, my
Mm-hmm.
brother them are gonna beat them up or be talking be a whole chaos. So but they kinda have that look of freedom being myself, my family them always there to protect me. But the real reality kicks in when I becomes a teenager, life change, because must start getting a little pity them leak no, must start get liquid back, must start get anything them catch them clap me with.
Mm-hmm.
Anything them catch me them back to me. I have a bruise over my eye, a cut over my eye. I don't know if you could see it, but I have a cut over one of my eye there where my brother bought me with a gun.
What age was
I
this?
was roughly about 13 years old at the time.
Was it for a specific incident? Do you recall?
Because I was just being gay.
Being gay, as in, but what? What were you doing?
Just of course, just him just catch me now, him just catch me in the whole action. I be myself, feminine and go on cause people and tell people, because trust me, my mouth can be very disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cuss in a split second if it's called for. But at that time, you know me young, you know my mouth sassy, you know me one little girl, and I could keep it in, but I have to let it out. So catch me in the action being this much of a diva, and this side of my batter me, and but no the gun.
Tell me about school days, Rashika.
Oh, oh my
Basic,
God.
primary, and high school. Walk us through.
To be to be honest, I don't really remember much in a primary school.
Which primary school was that?
Gregor Park Primary. Well, I went to Valsprep first for like 1 year, and then my mommy couldn't afford it no more because my mommy didn't go through a divorce at the time. So, financially she couldn't do it no more. Somebody end up live Spanish now with my grand aunt. We treat my brother them summer go to primary school. Never really like it. My pass for this after Vast birthday, Grandpa primary then graduate from but I passed for what is called I think I grew up Richmond High School.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from Richmond High School, my mother never sent me because one of my brother becomes Jamaican most wantedest man. So my mother want me closest to the house, so she sent me at one school named Central Branch All Age. Mm-hmm. Honey,
Rashika, but
girl.
Rashika, you said that from you know yourself pretty much, you would have yourself expressed as female and you would have always been
Yeah.
feminine. So going to high school, as much as you said nobody at your community can beat you or do nothing because your brothers would protect and they are known. Weren't you
Mm-hmm.
teased and troubled in school?
Nope.
Mm.
You're a bad girl at school. You're a bad girl at school. I'm not, but like I'm a be here. I'm not gonna sit on the live and tell you, oh yeah, but yes, but do get attacked. Yes, I do. But in our school days, my brother them are bad people, so everybody know my family them. So in our school days, me a bad girl,
Mm.
I'm wondering what
bad girl.
perception of your teachers. How did they treat you?
No, well, that was the thing because when it comes up, well, pen the paper means I honor students. But always I get like my hair, but I get my may fail a couple classes, but my know my shit span paper.
Mm.
So when I even get trouble like my schoolwork always I met me becomes a safe person. Yeah, so it was just someone I just want to be a rebel. But think me that I was rebelling at that age. I do a lot of stuff.
Okay. All right. All right. So in a few minutes, Calvin, I'm gonna be sending you Dreams login so you kind of jump off. So Calvin is gonna jump off a little and then he's gonna rejoin us from Dreams page. All right. So,
Huh?
but stay on the line. We'll continue the conversation. Calvin, I'm sharing the information with you. Again, we're gonna do the join. So for those who are on now, sorry for this interruption. We're gonna be joining from Dear Dreams page as well tonight. So Calvin is gonna be doing that. So sorry about the breaking conversation, Rashika. Let me just share the login with him now.
Okay. Oh my god. Let him pin it out. What the hell?
For those just the topic that we're talking about. Topic is border. So we're speaking persons who would have left Jamaica, fleeing persecution, moving for better life and safety elsewhere in another country.
All right, Calvin, I share the information so you can go and then rejoin us. All right. All right, cool. So, yeah, Rashika, we're gonna continue the conversation, and Nettie can chime in at any point and answer questions. Um, so you were telling us about your school days. So church.
Can you hold for a minute? Just a minute. Just a minute.
Okay,
Just a minute. Can you just hold for a minute?
sure. Next, um, uh, for you though, Nets, in terms of with I don't know your level of interaction with members of the LGBTQ community. Have you heard any horror stories in terms of just Jamaicans and them having to leave because of issues that they are facing?
I mean, I've seen this online. I wouldn't say like from a personal level that I know somebody who, went through that. But as I said, I've seen also stories online. I would have seen, videos of people talking about their experiences, but not personally.
Mhm.
I'm back.
Bristol, what's your relationship with church in Jamaica? Growing up, we know that the regular Jamaican, even when mother and parents now go, they must send you to church. Was that the case for you?
No, my mommy was a pastor.
Your mom was a
My mommy
pastor.
is a pastor.
So,
My mommy is a pastor, by the way.
hold on there, Rashika. So you're telling me, mom had 13 kids, unwanted, unwanted list, you're a member of the LGBTQ community. How was that for you? You had to be going to church
Uh,
Saturday or Sunday.
to be honest, My mommy becomes a pastor after all our people them becomes. My mommy becomes well. My mommy was always somebody who go to church and all of them stuff. They when she really like rebaptized and take our God serious was like maybe 10 or 15 years ago or 12 years ago, to be honest. And I was there when my mommy ordained as a pastor. It was one of the most proudest moments I could say of my mother, to be honest, because the church people them actually bring her back in the whole circle of Christianity and God, and she's very God fearing and I'm very God fearing too. So that was one of the proudest moments for me from my mommy. But whenever I get back for go church, no,
Mm,
no.
okay. All right. So I'm trying to draw this out because I'm trying to get the dream audience on. So I don't have to repeat the questions that I'm asking you. But so while you were young, you remember you said you were 13 when you got with the incident with your brother. Was it a particular? You say you had about 12 other brothers. Was it a particular brother that would normally abuse, or was it a case where all of them you were the youngest? How it worked?
Because I'm alright. So I'll basically say because I'm the youngest, so everybody pick by me.
Mm,
Because I'm the youngest, been a manly like all of them, always been a girly person. So it was just a thing where the one of them batter me. We get licked from every one of them. I'm gonna find strength for stone them, but stone them. I can't stand up for fight them, but I stay for and throw stone. I'm gonna tell them hot words and talk some things. And when them lick me, I'm gonna want to take my revenge. I call the police and tell lie upon them.
mm. Was it a case? What about your dad? Oh,
Oh,
how involved was your
oh
dad?
my God. Oh my God. And to be honest, my daddy died when I was 14 years old, and my daddy was the first person I would say that have a have literally have no some gay,
So you
because my daddy was the first somebody caught me in sexual intercourse at the age of 14, 15. Yeah, 15. My daddy died when we were 14, in the ninth grade. Yeah, before 14, I got to 15. Yeah.
so
And my dad kept that as a secret.
so what was the conversation? I mean, wait, before, all
Uh,
right, before we even ask about the conversation. So before, did you ever had a conversation with your dad to say that you were gay, or was it a case that he
yeah,
took
yeah,
it as
yeah,
you
yeah.
being girly?
Yes, yes. Because as I say, I was always different. Me not do the boy games. Me not play cricket. Me not play
So what you play?
football.
What you used to play?
I play Daddy Shandy, my upscotch. I play my wake up the my island go sick. I play my mama, my papa, and if none of the mother, I don't want to play. Um, me alphabet, I always alphabet a mother in the dolly house. Always alphabet a mother. If I'm not the mother, I don't want to play. But now I play. And to be honest, I don't think I have a childhood where I actually get to be a child. I don't think so.
Why you say that?
I don't think so, because I'm actually looking back at it, because it becomes a point where when I was living with my mother's auntie, so it would be my mother auntie, so should have my mother grand, something like that, my grandaunt. Let me say my grandaunt.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically lived with my grandaunt when I was like about 7 to about 10, and it was disgusting. It was disgusting for me, because out of all of we as people, I always get the most work for do, and a country people.
Mm.
A culture people. And to be honest, it's the first me ever what about this and ever said this in our whole entire life. So I feel like I'm at a place where I'm happy, and I feel like I need to let things go. I'm gonna let it go. So um I remember on my 10th birthday, I came from school. It was a Wednesday, and my mommy lived on the boulevard at the time, as I told you guys before, my mommy didn't go through a was divorce
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. So um my end up I come from school early because I work a park, so you didn't have the two shifts. So one class over 12 and then the other class start back from 12:30 go back to 5. So I come home and we always have the most work for the I have to wash plate, I have to wipe out, I have to sweep up the yard, I have to climb the mango tree, I have to climb the ackee tree. So it was like I'm tired. So I was always working, and then I always I grandparents them would I always be the first person to eat. And I always say if my mother send over grocery come for me at weekend time, like me would I literally get the what left.
Mm.
But I literally get like the what left. So it was like okay then, and she used to make the black dumpling them, the black wheat dumpling them. I make the black wheat, I don't know if you know them all wheat healthy dumpling
And them
them.
next each, you know them.
I am not sure. I was supposed to
Oh,
say I'm not sure that I know them because I don't really eat dumplings. I wouldn't know
the
dumplings.
dumpling, the blackest dumpling them I ever seen in my life. I will never forget. I would have bought the dumpling them taste like soap powder. So should I make the black dumpling them for me and yeah, grandpa them the white dumpling. So it was right there, but just know say like, nah, this is some form of abuse. And the day for my birthday when I came home when I was 10 years, it was my 10th birthday. My brother from New York they send them clothes for me, so she Oma put me up in other clothes them. I should some for wait. But you know we are people were excited our birthday, we want to see our mother.
Mm-hmm.
The person my grandmother, my grand aunt, literally um so there was a fence and then the architecture and then you have the boat, then you have the boat gate there so you peep through. When I peep through that was you know my grandaunt spitting on my face.
What?
She's spitting on my face and so when you don't going drunk girl, you will never turn out to be nothing. And that was something that I kept for years and I said it to my mommy and when I said that to my mommy, instantly my mommy came and comforted me. Instantly.
Mm.
And then I started back with my mommy from I was like 10 until it's just what it is. And it was a thing where I feel but he have some from my hatred toward my mother. Yeah man, I'll be honest. But he have some from my hatred toward my mother because I felt like she gave me away to get abused. But now that I'm an adult and we go through my whole situation and my fears myself, but do understand what my mother did I go through.
Oh.
So that whole part I let it go. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but there's somebody on this live that is disrespecting me, and I'm not tolerating it.
All right. As soon as I see it, I will try and remove the person or bring
Okay,
the person.
thank you so much.
All right. All right.
Um, yeah,
So let me just do a quick notice. All right, so we're here with Rashika, and I'm just gonna ask. Rashika is sharing her story. She's trying to be very truthful and honest about the issues that she would have gone through growing up. Many of us who are here, we are still not at the place where we are empowered or brave enough to do that. So we're just asking person to be respectful and mindful of that. If persons don't allow, and if I see the comments continue to being rude, I'm gonna have to turn off the comments. I don't necessarily want to turn off the comments because I know from time to time persons may ask questions that I may not know or wouldn't necessarily ask or my co-host next would necessarily ask. But if the rudeness and marks continue, we'll have no choice but to do that. All right, let me see. I think Dream is here now, so let me try add Dream to the conversation. Oh, well, everybody got to ask if Calvin a Dream. Calvin, you hearing us?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right, cool. Rashika, you still here?
yes, I am.
All right, Nate, you still hearing?
Yeah, I can hear.
All right, cool. So good night to everybody who is just joining the live. This is JASL After Dark. We're discussing a conversation with Rashika. We're looking at just what we're calling border girls fleeing persecution in Jamaica. So we're discussing members of the LGBTQ community having to leave Jamaica to seek a better life. Rashika is here sharing her story. So um, this again, big up to Dream who continue to allow us to partner to have these conversation. Again, me still don't know who is Dream, but Calvin works with Jamaica in Support for Life. So Calvin is definitely not Dream. So let's put that out there. Calvin is not their Dream. So I don't want to see my road and Rashi. Alright, so Rashika, we land. So again, for persons who are joining the conversation, Rashika was sharing about some of the things that would have happened to her while she was growing up. Rashika, my question to you, at what point did you start wearing female clothes? Was it, do you remember at what particular age?
Oh yeah,
How old were you?
yeah. I start with my niece and pant when I was like 12 years old. Used to take my niece pant I wear it and I did my underpants to school. So from there, I know to say, yeah, man. And then, but I literally get the first time to dress up in full drag. I was 13 years old.
You were how much?
I was 13 years old. I went to my first gay party in drag at the age of 13,
And
and
so
I've
wait, the
never looked
first,
back.
so wait, we now jump over these things so fast. You say your first experience. Remember what at 12? Were you in high school or primary school at that age? Because some people
High school,
high school, so
high
about grade
school.
7. I say I remember
Yeah,
taking a niece panty and all of that and wearing
I
to
went.
school.
Yep, yep.
At any point did your niece find out?
No.
So you carry them back.
Yes, because my niece actually lived with my mommy at one point, so we wear them and then when my beard, we wash them and put them with wet on them. So my mother would not think cover this one.
Mm.
So at any given time, if my niece will watch the live and my mommy, I apologize. I'm confessing.
All right. All right, cool. So you say, that's your first experience with exploring wearing
My
a
first
female clothes
experience,
when you were
yes.
12. 13, your first gay
My
party. And
first gay party that I went when I was 13 years old.
you don't have to tell us the exact location, but where was this, which parish, and tell us about that.
It was in Kingston. I was in Red Hills. It was I was Belvedere Heights at that. Them time they get like private and nice. We don't have fighting, we don't have violence. Cause we are either we are looking for police. Them time that get like the nice sometimes. Let me be honest.
But
Yeah, even though it's risky, it be nice.
Rashika, but you did at 13. You did see other,
Yeah, I have lived.
you did,
I have lived.
you did see other 13-year-old in the party?
I was the youngest person at the party because everybody asked me how old I was at the time. I was like 16, but truly for fact I was 13.
Who bring you? All you know about the party?
I can't say.
All right, fair enough.
I can't say, but just know that person who will bring me is very much important and play a very important role in my life up until today.
All right, fair enough. All right.
Yep.
Um, so take us now to the some of the issues, right? We know that LGBTQ community continue to face several issues in Jamaica. Take us through
Hmm.
some of the issues, the fight, the denial. Just walk us through some of the things that you'd have gone through.
Okay then. So which one do you really want me for like lament on?
Tell your truth. What do you remember? What some of the hardest stories and most difficult encounters for you?
Alright, so well, honey, I have lived and I have seen a lot, and I have also been a part of a lot of things, to a lot of fights and etc. But I think the most drastic things that ever happened that I have witnessed is before I left, like a month before I left, I witnessed one of my gay friends was stabbed to death right in front of me. That was one of the more. I it was and he was a stabbing of he wasn't stabbed because of intersexual people. He was stabbed by somebody in the whole LGBT community itself. So it was at that point I was like, enough is enough. I gotta go. I think I have seen too much. So when I'm in an environment where I'm seeing um, real gay people or people from the LGBT community becoming monster at each other, killing each other, like that's it. I gotta go. So at that point, I send the email directly to who I may send the email to, and I was out in like 6 weeks. I was out of the country because it was too much.
All right. Well, sorry to hear that. But what about yourself? Were you ever, do you remember any encounter? You said that while you were young, growing up in your community, you didn't necessarily, you had the protections of your brother and your family. But when you left and you were now almost saying that you're on your own, do you remember ever being attacked because of your
Yeah,
sexuality?
I have been attacked. Kayate, shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm so sorry. Shut up. I'm doing a live session, so I'm asking you just please to be a little bit silent, maybe. Okay. Okay. So I'm so sorry about that, guy. So yes, I was attacked. I got I got a confession from one of my brothers. Like a year ago, so one of my brother actually paid to get me killed, and I was attacked. And yes, so I have not spoken to that brother in years, but we are now on a level of understanding where I forgive them all. And, we have to bond because at the end of the day, in the young, you never understand what man do because the whole people dug in them head, yeah, bad man, and yeah, one bad man, brother. And so it was being like, it's like people was like, what's the word that I should use? At school, in my tell them what to do, oh, if you get rid of me, all of them stuff. So we have that conversation. It was one of the hardest conversations to me because it was when he said that, and me know me could have dead if me could have run, would I dead tonight? Like literally five guys literally run me down, breathless.
So you were home? You were home and you came there. What happened?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Like, me know me never have no money tonight. I'm for randomly me just start search my pocket them and search what I'm a makeup kit, what I'm a makeup apron and find a $5,000 bill. Time maintaining at my mother house. Some I forgot the supermarket. I forgot the gas station. I go get them. Just have this rum cake thingy. When my love, me say I have to go get that. Me I call taxi now. Get a taxi. Somebody decide for what.
Which year was this?
This was this was roughly about this was quite some time. I think about 8 years ago.
Okay.
I think about 8 years, but it is 6, 7 years ago, somewhere along the line. But I know it was a very long time. When I got attacked, I think I was about 17 years old. Yeah, yeah, 18 years old. Hold on, I keep my 18, but yeah, I was 18 years old at the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, so as I was saying, like, we just find the money, I just decide for walk go to the gas station, and walk and come back up, and you just see man jump out to the bush and just attack me. Somebody just have to fight off whom I could, because two of them attacked me first, but fight them off. My marina when me end up in a tear off and me have to run and jump over one of my friend house and then K Marie let me in. But sleep at K Marie house for the night and then the morning. Like you could have no say because nobody know that me get attacked. This was like 4 o'clock in the night. And when I went in my house, like everybody just tense. Nobody not saying nothing. So I know people when in living in the yard at a time have something to do with it. Have something to do with it. So life's been wrong. I got a job because at that time my whole life changed and a whole lot of things happened. So I end up start work with Jamaica is Support for Life, which is JASL. Start work with them, becomes independent, start everything out by my own. And we have a conversation. I don't remember how we had the conversation, but we had a conversation. He said, I have something to tell you. And I was like, okay, then what? We are men, we're broken pieces. And he said that. And when he said that, my heart stopped, but cry. And why I cry? Because God favors me. God favors me. And it's not for much long I get emotional about my big get emotional about it, it's behind me. You understand? But sometimes when people are uneducated, are not smart, um a lot of things happen and there are people in their ears who tell them to do things. So I'm here, I'm telling my truth, I'm telling my story. I mean, I'm a better them good. It's just what it is.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
a lot.
what did that experience do for you in terms of did you start feeling part of it, or do you find yourself being
I will be honest with you, babe. When that happened, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Just leave. We can't dead today, we can't dead tomorrow, we can't dead next week. Fuck it. So I just get up with this motive, live every day like every day I'm a last. But just get up. And trust me, nothing that happened to me in my past, I don't regret it. No, I don't.
Mm.
I don't. I don't regret it. I don't regret being get raped. I don't regret my brother with a gun. I don't regret getting abused. I don't regret none of it because it makes me the person who I am today. I'm becoming better in life. Yeah.
You said that the fact that you witnessed your friend being killed in front of you was pretty much what motivated you, and you were like, you have to leave Jamaica, right? Uh,
Yeah.
what was that process in terms of where did you go first? Was it challenging? Because as I say, you have other persons who are now when you talk about like the Mexican border, I think a lot
Mm-hmm.
of person would have known about the Mexican border when you talk about in context of maybe the American government and saying that too many of the Mexicans are going across the border, right? So people know about it through that. But you also have several other persons who are either fleeing persecution or just some amount of hardship and wanting to leave their country, right? And they're going through borders and different port of entries. So, what was your experience? Which country did you go, and what difficulty, if any, did you face?
Okay, so for me, I left from Spain to here. So I can give you the whole challenges or whatever I've been through from Jamaica to Spain, from Spain to here. So you asked the question, said where was the places that I've been through. I will keep those information private. I'm sorry, I can't comment on that.
Sure,
Um,
definitely.
but it was a bit challenging. I traveled for almost 4 days just to reach a Spain. Annoyed. I was annoyed because I went from Jamaica to Panama, from Panama to Cuba, from Cuba to Colombia, from Colombia to Spain. So it was annoying. So left him from well, packing up everything for start a whole new life here in America. I pack up every single thing. When I donate, I sell, when I sell, I ship, when I ship. I don't know what I do with them, but love. But I was running for love. I was running for love. But so people have them different experience from the Mexican border from I do, right? Because my experience was not that difficult. When I travel to Mexico, I travel by Europe documents because I am a resident of the Europe Union, yeah, from the Espana, so I can always go back to Europe if I decided to do that tomorrow. Um, so for me, if I come from Spain, if I come from Mexico, it was never a problem for me. Was never a problem because it's a Spanish speaking country and I come from one country to one country, so I never had that problem. None whatsoever.
Tell me
We
about
go
when.
through
What
easy.
I want to know about it was the initial stage of it, though. When you just left Jamaica, you told us that you had to pretty much travel through 4 countries before you reach Spain.
Yeah,
So when you reach
yeah.
Spain, again, there are certain things that you're not at liberty to say on the live. But how was it adjusting? Was it difficult? Even the language barrier.
No, and to be honest, um, says that man make me learn Spanish. Me find a Spain and fall in love and learn Spanish in less than 6 months, you know.
Next, you're going next. Next. Look out for next.
No, I was about to
Man
sound like
motivate me.
to go find a man.
No, I'm being honest. Is a man make me learn Spanish? Is a man? I'm being honest. Like, cause of in our relationship with somebody who hardly speak English. So you want to communicate with them because you want your relationship to last. So we go school every day, talk to me every day on the phone, him to talk to me in a English. No, sorry, none whatsoever in a English. So that's how I actually learned. The thing about it now, that was challenging. I went for family go school and family around. That was a little bit challenging, but the rest she come.
What,
That was
what,
just that. Ah,
what was life like in Spain?
boring. Worst decision I think I've ever made. Spain, big and boring. No local light, no local nothing. All you do is see this them big Catholic church old place, and if you put on your battery ride and walk going to the market, everybody look at you like you're mad. No, my
Well,
love,
I've
it's
always
just
wanted
so.
to go to Spain, but hearing this, it not look possible.
No, my love. Girl, listen, where I live in Alicante. I live in a tourist attraction area. I don't live in a Madrid. I mean, I told the God Almighty truth, but where the battery ride them for the spite. Must say I shave my leg, them shine and put on the little coconut oil and the battery rider and my breath. I put on the wig and makeup and eyelash with no brazier. Traumatize them even more. Mm-hmm. Don't go Spain. Me a big. If you go Spain, go Barcelona.
All right.
Go Barcelona. Do
After
not go Madrid.
after you left Spain, where did you go? Can you
My
think?
head straight to Mexico. My head straight to Mexico. I go across the border. That no I can't tell about that because I climb one tall tree, Sima.
All right, take time. All
But
right, take time with me and walk us through that.
so when I went to Mexico, I landed in Mexico. So it was 21 hours flight from Spain to Mexico.
Wow.
Honey, 21 hours I was devastated. But you know, girl do anything for coming to America because everybody wants a slice of the big apple. So um when I reached Mexico, I land 12 o'clock the first night. You know, me I look out my arm, I put on my battery rider, come a little battery rider, you know, and go walk. And it be kind of boring because on Sunday, so you know the place boring. The Monday morning, because me land on Sunday night, the Monday, I spend the whole Monday, walk down Mexico City in a one big green bag, big like Nicki Minaj, what's the name, baby? So you call you Bob? So you know me, I'm a Bob. Me I'm a bob, my little black dress, I'm a white sneakers, like a body. I was having a field day in Mexico. But my tough door, but me I have a field day. You know them sexy tough black yellow with black eyes shine and pretty? Was one of them did. I'm a makeup set.
Wait, Rashika,
Mm.
before you continue, while you were in Spain, right? You say you learned Spanish, but did you accomplish anything? Did you go back to school? What were,
Oh yeah, I have a master's, baby. I have my master's in professional makeup artistry.
and that's in Spain.
That's in Spain, yes.
So, in your words, do you feel like leaving Jamaica and just branching out allowed you to accomplish certain things that you weren't able to accomplish?
Yeah, to be yeah. Because in Spain, I've done a lot of things. I was the first black gay person, gender non-conforming person to host the LGBT Pride last year, and that was amazing. I felt proud. I felt accomplished. I know I could have done it sooner, but you know, sometimes you know, a new country take time for you know,
Mm.
adapt to the culture, etc. But yeah, that was one of the, that was I think that was one of the most accomplished things I think I've done different from my masters.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, so you're telling us now about, say, achieve that in Spain, but I guess as much as you were there and achieving stuff, you still wanted to enjoy your life, and you felt like Spain was a little bit too boring for you. So,
Boring. Oh God,
so you're still reaching
boring.
at Mexico, you're full on a strut round in Mexico, with the intention of reaching US. So tell us about going across now.
Okay, so hold on. So I'm gonna go back into the story. As I said before, my body done Mexico not a day, not a greenway. So you know, my car whosoever supposed to come because you have to pay somebody to take you to a route so you can go cross the border. So you know, my well done up and everything. Well cute, just as I'm a fabulous little day with my green wig, I'm a makeup in my I'm a Fenty, trophy white bronzer, my cheek are blinging out the dark. Just imagine that. My face just shines so. So the person can't go up on one place now. One minute person I drive my car in the house no not my father God no then my camera gonna kill me. Then my camera gonna kill my camera now in the road no me just as see a bush. So you know me start afraid. Come here say if anything, I gonna push the window over there so I gonna run go stop. I don't speak Spanish. However, so we end up the person end up camera going to one valley because how the place did have one hill and then they have the valley so she kept going to one valley and she somehow have to climb that tree. Yeah. When I look at the tree you know I don't know but I think I want coconut tree.
So Jamaica, prepare you for this.
Me I tell you say no say me decide my mind me I climb the coconut tree. So I climb the coconut tree. I reach halfway, she push up my back, and my back then give me a trick across. I'm gonna climb go back down, she give me the next man, my trick across. I'm gonna go back down again and throw the next man across and climb over one big iron gate. When I done climb the gate and step down the bag of wire, I'm tired. But tired of summer and then me hear the wee wah when the police them a come. Me jump down quick and them not shoot me off of the fence back in Mexico. Them have to catch me in the US. But just up and climb down and pick up my bag and go right in the blue vehicles go lay down. Me tired for run. The man now, the policeman will come up now was fabulous but he was rude. God. Policeman sexy but him more body safe. Say that now, so the policeman asked where I come from. I said Jamaica. The man tell me for pop off my wig. I said why? He said you have to take the wig off, sir. I said I'm a miss. How dare you tell me to take my wig off? But anyhow, I'm gonna take off the wig. When I take off my wig, now to the police station. The man tell me for take off my brazier. I said I can't take off my brazier. I'm a lady. How dare you? You know I can report you for this. This is discrimination. I'm a transgender woman. This is I can't do this. You want me to take out my brazier here right in front of you? That is sexual assault. And the policeman said, okay then, forget it. I kiss him teeth, my love, me kiss my teeth with my fingernail, and I'm along with peer diamond pan them. Feel like what I can say, then them start interviewing me. I'm gonna start telling them everything what I need for know. From A to B to Z. I spent only 8 hours in the detention center.
Wow.
I went, but jumped the people them while 2 o'clock and them let me out 10 o'clock the next morning. Yeah,
um,
my love.
Rashika, I don't want to know your thing, but honestly, like you talk, I just feel like say, all of that, all of what you went through in Jamaica, the whole for fence for you, say you drop, the whole for tree where you climb from your young, so you go pick.
Is that been a trend
I,
feet?
I set them as a life, I set you up for all of this.
Oh Jesus Christ! So when I climb the wall, I must see something in America. And the policeman now talk to me in a Spanish, man talk to me in a English. I just feel like why angel, but just say and that nice, they put me down the shell. You know me, you know, the video in the shell, you know me, in the shell, I feel girly. I tie up my blouse and in the shell, I dance and I sing to myself. But only hear two police come knock the door. Do you know that we can see you here? I was like, I'm sorry. I was just having a moment. I was just having a moment. I was just, but in America, them can't put my back across the wall. Them have to let me out. Them have to let me out. I mean, I'm a Brazil, I'm a Bali. I'm going to take off all the top of me in and tie my head. Oh, God, man, you should have seen me at the fashion show.
And that's
You not think my man. I have a field day in the people them all in center. Sorry who go through there for 2, 3 months, but I have a field day.
so after that now, so you were there for 8 hours. What happened next?
Them just let me out and say me go on hotel go take COVID test. And then them get them oh Jesus Christ, man, I forgot about that
Wait,
part here.
wait, Rashika. You have Jamaicans who never go tell from them band. So wait, you going at the people in country and them only for 8 hours and then let you go on hotel.
Them let me out, them let you out, but them let you out, them not let you out, send them go do COVID test, send them lock you down, you know. So if you have COVID, well, just know you're staying at the hotel and you have the taste bad hotel food. Sorry, you're going to eat the hotel taste bad food for all, like the bag of want to eat the kind of food taste bad. And nobody can come there. So you know me got the first day, that's so you know, that's me and I. Ignorant. Got the first day, them asked me if I said, yes, I'm okay. I just had another cough because I smoke a lot of marijuana. The man said I have sign of COVID. I said, I don't understand. But now mix and mingle with the body. See, you know, so the man, the other COVID test come back negative, the month for 3 days. The worst 3 days of my life, my love, them can't want food, come here, my love, one burger bun, with one ground beef, cook up. What's like, come on, this man? But now I'm that. The bun and the bun and the supper where them cook up look like bun and cobweb. But now I'm that. But now I'm no, madanya me. Woman look at me say, who the magi egg and cobweb ma?
Somebody
Madanya ba?
somebody was asking, I know you say your time in detention center was short, but somebody was asking what was that like?
What?
When you were in the detention center, what was it? Was it like a prison?
I don't know. I'm not telling, because I'm gonna be honest, but jump the wall high as a kite. But too big and split. So you know my go cross, but just I speak like a lady right through. I'm not going on my man vibes, but that's your man vibes, but Miss a lady. Said hi, hello, yes. I was a lady right through, but I was high. I'm gonna be honest, I was super high. But I don't know, but I have the bad experience in there.
All right, cool. So you said while you were at the hotel, the food not necessarily nice and all of that. Oh,
Food tastes bad, you can't come out, my love.
so how many days it took you to leave the hotel and where did you go? If you don't mind.
5. Okay, so them hold me for 3 days. Them hold me in. Well, them said them gonna hold me for 3 days. But wait, forget about the PCR test. So I was okay then, fine. We can provide for myself. I'm gonna eat them hotel food, I buy my food. You see, that's something with them DoorDash and Uber Eat, big up that. And big up the girl where I have them credit card. So, um, sorry. So, the moment for 3 days for the PCR test. The PCR test come back negative. They never report to me until 72 hours. Say come back negative. So no more waste 2 days and but I have to get a ticket like instant. It was horrible. The hotel was horrible. So you know, bad enough that you can't come out of the hotel room. What if you show signs of COVID? No, it was annoying. It was annoying. So I spent like literally roughly 5 days and then come out. Yeah, that was it.
And you're in New York now. You told us that at the start of the show.
Yeah, I'm in Brooklyn.
So did you left straight for New York?
Yes, I left from California because you know you cross the border, California, you cross the border.
Yeah.
So I left from California to New York. Yeah. Well, it was a straight flight. I mean, stop over in a what a place name again? San Diego? Yes, San Diego. No, we did a San Diego. San Francisco. I want to go back to San Francisco.
Okay, so persons who are asking Mexico, California. So Mexico, you were in the detention, then after you left the detention, you went to an hotel. After the hotel,
Right.
you left for a flight that was for New York, but you stopped in
I
um
stopped in San Francisco for 9 hours.
all right.
It was my,
And ever since you have been in New York.
yeah, I've been in New York almost a month now. Yeah.
Oh, it's life.
Happy. I deserve it.
All
I
right.
think I deserve it. I
Uh,
deserve it.
somebody
What I want to know, talk about the difference between life in Jamaica and different, what's
Ah,
he's asking about Calvin, you're going in and out, but he's asking about the difference between life in Jamaica and where you are now. Like, how do you feel? What's the difference?
um, life. To be honest, life in America is fabulous because you can be yourself. But at the same particular point, there's no life if you're not independent. And you have a place to stay. You have a place to push your own door. If you don't have that, it don't make no sense. Don't come up foreign, and this is just my advice for the rest of people who are listening. Don't come up foreign and expect to be this fashion icon without getting the priorities set properly. Because somebody can tell you, yes, you can come and stay with them, and in less than 2 weeks, they want you out. So if you don't have your priorities straight, baby, or if you have the other strong motive, don't come here for face embarrassment.
Mm.
That's all I have to say.
I
But
mean,
for me,
there was a
life is good.
there was a question again. This is up to you in terms of how much I can share. And if someone was asking about the process with lawyers. I don't know if you're
Well, I haven't started that process as yet. I'm still waiting for a day from my lawyers to go in. So I haven't started that process as yet.
okay. I mean, 1 hour of talking, and I think we could go, we could go 2 more, hours, but we're gonna call it a wrap here. Rashika, I really, really appreciate you coming and sharing. Um, let me just apologize. Your perfect pronouns are she. So thanks for
Listen, honey, it's what it is. Oh,
no.
fuck that. Fuck that gender shit. Honey, I'm a human being. Whatever you want to call me, you call me.
All right. So
But if you
again,
see me
thanks.
glammed up in a woman outfit, don't try that, honey. I'ma slap you.
Lesson learned. All right. So thank you, Rashika. I again appreciate everybody who tuned in to the live. Again, we thought that this conversation was necessary because we do realize that a lot of members of the LGBTQ community are getting a bit frustrated. Some persons, whether it is that they're using their visa, some person, whether it is that they're going across the border, some person, they're making it work. And again, the issue is around feeling like there are a lot of obstacles trying to just live their truest life in Jamaica, and that's quite unfortunate. So we just want to have the conversation to see if just starting the conversation is a place where we can start at least to make Jamaica a place where everybody can feel accepted and just live and contribute. Everybody want to contribute to the economy. Everybody want them family. Everybody just want to feel involved. Rashika, I must say though, I'm here with Jamaica Aid Support for Life, and you would have mentioned that you work with Jamaica Aid Support for Life. And
Yes, I,
you,
yeah.
you talk about even having your masters now in makeup. Jamaica Aid Support for Life. I know that you would have even gone and did your masters at art with Jamaica Aid Support for Life. So we are clear.
Oh, and to be honest, they were actually the first one who helped me to get my first certificate in makeup. At that time, that was like 5 years ago. I don't know if they still do have that grant, but it was a grant that came in and I applied for that and I got it. So yeah.
Yeah, we do. Jamaica Youth Support for Life do empower members of the community. So we do assist. So again, these are conversations that we can't necessarily have fulsome on the live, but if you do DM us, send us DM with your questions, and we put you on to the relevant persons at our office to assist and walk you through the process in terms of just offering those type of support. So yeah, again, we primarily offer HIV and syphilis testing. We advocate for members of the community. So if you're facing any amount of hardship, stigma, discrimination, we have lawyers who are on standby to assist you. Again, send us a DM. Calvin, and next, before we go, anything you want to share?
Okay, so guys, I'm here with this week's Vax Fact. Like, don't look at my face. I'm extremely tired. Like, I'm fighting the sleep over here. I went to my bed late, woke up really early. But Vax Fact for this week is so I saw a myth online that says if you stand near somebody who has the COVID-19 vaccine, then your menstrual cycle as a woman will be affected. That is not true. And that is very interesting to to hear that people think that way, but it's not true. Your cycle will not be affected. We'll get vaccinated so we can go back outside fully, like 100%. Because COVID still a keep. Oh, and follow me, guys. Netanya KM.
All right, Calvin.
Yeah, just want to encourage everyone to book free. We have
Nice. Calvin, we're not hearing you. All right. So, Rashika, say your final words.
Okay, guys. First, I just want to say thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. Looking forward to do this again. And for my young girls and for everyone overall, I just want to tell you that life is a competition between you and yourself only. And let me put it in this way. Success is a battle between you and yourself only. Stop compete trying to beat other people's records, try to beat your own records every day. Make yourself better at what you're doing, and remember the sky's the limit. Love you. Mwah.
All right, people. All right. Again, big up to Dream for allowing us to use. When I say her, we still don't know who Dream. But Dream is not Calvin. That guy in the yellow shirt is not Dream. So I saw where people were asking and saying not Dream. Again, so we're gonna give away some prize at the end of right now. So for the first 20 persons who can DM us and tell us what's the name of this show, name of the show that we do on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, send us a DM, just name of the show, and you win yourself a prize courtesy of Jamaica Aid Support for Life. Again, we'll continue these type of conversations. So see you next week, Wednesday. Bye, everyone.